Audacious Life Live, right here Mondays at noon. Me, Stephanie Young. I am, as always, grateful that you have chosen to spend some time with me, whether you are watching live or on the replay. I am always grateful. If you are watching on YouTube, let me know. If you are with me on my business page, The Stephanie Young on Facebook, let me know. And if you are watching in my free group, Get Your Shit Together, let me know. Wherever you are watching from, I'd love to know because it's always fun to hear where you are watching from because I often never know. I just see the comments. Today, I would love to talk about unlocking audacity, joining your personal journey to a bold and successful future, because oftentimes people think of audacity as like a not so great thing. But as always, here, I think it's an amazing thing. And no matter where you're watching from, again, I'm Stephanie Young and I'm thrilled you're here because my question for you today is: have you ever felt stuck or held back from the successful life that you envisioned for yourself? Or have you ever wondered how you can finally make the life you really want happen? If you have ever questioned or have felt stuck or felt that way, you're not alone. I myself have felt that. I know other people have felt that and they have voiced it to me. So you're not alone. You're in the right spot. And it's definitely time, especially if you're watching live or on the replay, it's definitely time to break free from some of the barriers that might be holding you back so that you can start to have that life that you've envisioned for yourself or really wanted to have happen. And today we're going to talk about three tips that can empower you to overcome those roadblocks and actually have some tangible results. So we're going to jump right in because why wait, right? So if you have been wanting to have some tangible results and really wanted to like unlock your journey to having the successful future that you want, the best way to get started is to know what you want. If you don't know what you want, if you don't know the future that you want, it's really hard to have it because it's like going to a restaurant and looking at a menu. And then when the waiter comes to say, "Hi, can I take your order?" you don't tell them what food you want and then nothing gets delivered. It's the same way in life. If somebody asked you, what would you really love in life? What do you really want? And you say, I don't know, it's really hard for I don't know to become something specific. And you might not know what you want like really, really long term. Like I know sometimes people have a hard time saying, like, this is my 5 year plan or my 15-year plan or even my like 30-year plan. Like sometimes for me, at 36, it's hard to think like, what could my life look like at 66? I don't know. I'd really like to be flexible and see where life takes me. Um, but when we struggle to say, I don't know what I want, it means that we aren't able to work towards that thing. And so if picking something really big feels hard, maybe pick something small. And whoop, my cat is right here. Literally, y'all, Meatball is here. He's wanting to join the live as always. But sometimes picking something small can be a great way to get started for unlocking your audacious side, for your ability to be bold and take a surprisingly bold risk. So, oftentimes, I encourage clients I work with and even friends who just ask, Stephanie, what is the first thing I could do? It's to ask yourself, what would I love? What can I, what do I want? And I used this example maybe last week or the week before about my client who really would love a hot tub. I think that's such a fantastic thing to want and to need. And for her, having a hot tub feels really big, whereas to somebody else that might feel like a smaller goal. But either way, I think it is a beautiful goal. Hi, I think it's an absolutely beautiful goal. I know one of the things that I would really truly love in life is to either live on a lake or be able to vacation to any lake I want, and that feels like a big goal because there aren't very many lakes. I mean, there are lakes where I live, but living on one is not necessarily the easiest thing because there aren't as many houses available on them. So that feels like a bigger goal. But I know that I want to be around lakes as often as humanly possible. So it's easier now to say, I want this thing. Now, I did not know that I wanted to be around a lake. Uh, Often even 3 years ago. So 3 years ago, me had a hard time answering the question, what would I love? But the first key to unlocking your audacity and your journey to having the bold, successful future that you want is knowing what you would love. And if you are struggling to know what you would love, I would invite you to our masterclass that's happening next week. You can drop us in the comments and I'll get you all of that info so we can get you signed up and registered and we can help you figure out what it is that you would love. The second key that can help you unlock the audacity inside, the greatness inside of you, is to find someone to help you not only figure out what you would love, but to get you on the journey towards having that thing that you would love. So, finding a coach, finding a mentor, things like that. And I know a lot of people are like, well, Stephanie, you're a coach. So obviously you would talk about why it's a good thing to have a coach. But if you look at people in history who, and even current people that are living their lives now who are successful, you would notice that they also have coaches. People in the sports world have coaches. Most successful sports athletes have coaches. Sports athletes, y'all. Meatball, you okay? You're going to cough today? They have coaches. Even surgeons hire other people to come in and watch their surgeries and tell them how to get better so that they can be better surgeons, which is a good thing, especially if you need surgery, that you have people that want to be better. So it's always a great thing if you can to have somebody in your life that helps you get better and be better so that you can have the things that you want for yourself. So the second best way to unlock your audacity is to have a coach of some kind. And maybe you're not in the market to pay for a coach, but if you are, I highly encourage it because having somebody who's thoroughly invested in your success can be a complete game changer for you. I know for me, having a coach has been just a huge, huge game changer for me. And I've had coaches for a variety of things. I've had coaches for my finances where they helped me with my money and finding out a budget so that not only did I know where my money was going, but I was able to say, oh my goodness, let me save for this vacation and then go on a vacation basically guilt free and set some goals for my finances and have wiggle room in our money so that we could do more fun things. Uh, I just recently hired a health and fitness coach to help me with some finance fitness goals. Excuse me. So I'm very excited for that because we're getting started this next week. But it's always helpful when you are wanting to unlock like the next big thing in your life to have some help with that. Y'all, my cat is like legit here for this live. So I hope you guys can hear him purring throughout this video, whether you're live or on the replay. But it's Meatball. He always just wants to be really close. So, again, the first thing is knowing what you would love. The second thing is getting help from someone who will help you get there. And the third thing is being in community with other people who want your success. And here is why that is so helpful and such a big key to unlocking your audacity, unlocking that journey toward your successful future. So, if you think about it this way, if you were all by yourself working toward a goal and you actually achieved it, who would celebrate with you? Who would be there with you if something got hard? Who would be with you when something like if you were on a like if the journey had 12 steps, if there were 12 steps to unlocking or to getting that thing that you really wanted, or 15 steps, and at step 5 you made it that far and you were really excited about how far you got, who would celebrate with you that you got, a third of the way through 15 steps? If you're going by yourself, You might get discouraged along the way because there's nobody to celebrate with you or encourage you or to help guide you along the way. But when you have a community of people working with you, and maybe their goal is different, but they're also working towards something, and so they are also working to succeed, they will celebrate with you. They will encourage you when it gets tough. They will be with you in all of those things. And so they'll celebrate, they'll encourage, they'll be there. And in turn, you can be there with them. And when you work together, it's easier to get to the thing you want because you have people with you. And this is why proximity can be such a beautiful, powerful thing because it can actually unlock something that's stressful. If you imagine an actual like padlock, you have to have a key to get it open or bolt cutters. But bolt cutters aren't always the most fun way to open a lock. We always wish we had a key. And oftentimes, others can be the key to unlock the greatness inside of us. They have other perspectives and they can say, "Oh, we see where you got stuck on the road to this thing. Here, let's help you get unstuck." If you were in a like in the olden days when we took wagons everywhere, if you think about it, if the wagon got stuck somewhere, one human being couldn't unlodge a wagon, but a team of people could get a wagon unstuck. And maybe even if the wagon had a very heavy load, one ox or one horse couldn't unlodge the wagon, but a team of ox or a team of horses could unlodge it. And so, in that sense, having a team of people with you on your journey can help you dislodge your wagon when it gets stuck. And so oftentimes people think I can do this on my own. I now that I know what I want, I don't really want a coach. I don't want to invest in that. It's not a big deal. I don't need it and I'm going to go it on my own. But when we have people around us, when we have people with us, it helps us that much more to see from a different perspective, to unlodge our wagon when it's stuck, to open the key or open the lock with the key. And so I would crazy, wonderfully, beautifully encourage with me today, again, live or on the replay, to consider if you have felt stuck, if you have felt like you're not really sure if you can have the future that you really truly want, but you are wishing that something could be different. If you have felt held back and you don't want to be held back anymore, there's some roadblocks in your way that are keeping you from that future that you want so desperately. It might be because you're not in the proximity, you're not in the space of others who will help you get there. You have maybe the roadblock that you have allowed to be in your life is being alone, and you need to be with other people. And so, if you have felt stuck, allow others to reach their hand out to you and pull you up. Allow others to get behind your wagon and help you push. Allow others to be with you on your journey so that you can have the bold and successful future that you truly wanted. Because you can go the journey by yourself, but it's usually more fun when you can share those memories with others. Friends, if you have been with me these last 13 minutes and going, ugh, I have felt alone and I have felt stuck and I have felt like I could use some more help, there are so many resources available to you. I have a bank of coaches that I can connect you with based on whatever need you might have. If you are thinking to yourself, I would like to unlock my inner audacity, let's chat. If you are thinking, I feel like I might need some help with my finances or my fitness or my business, please reach out so that I can connect you with the correct person to help you on that particular leg of your journey. And if you're like, I don't really know what I would love, drop masterclass below so that I can get you the information for our upcoming masterclass that's going to happen next week. The date has escaped me because I have a purring cat in my lap, and everything leaves my brain when I have a purring cat in my lap. But I would love to help you define what you would truly love to help you get unstuck so that you can see the future that you would truly love and really kickstart that journey toward the audacious life that you can have and fully embrace. Friends, as always, it is a joy to have you with me live or on any replay, whether you're watching on YouTube, in my Facebook group, Get Your Shit Together, which everyone is welcome to join, or on my business page, The Stephanie Young. No matter where you join me from, I'm grateful that you choose to be with me. I will be back again next week at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific for even more wonderful tips on how you can have the audacious life you've always truly wanted. I hope you have a magical Wednesday and that it is as comfortable as a cat purring in someone's lap. Have a magical, magical day, and I will see you again next week. And remember, the key to unlocking your audacity might very well be